Your buttons on the base in hell. Let's see which way you gonna run, man. This way or that? Yo, man, let's just get out of here. It don't make no difference which way we run. Yes, it do. No, because I don't want to run over you.
And for the next 55 days, we're going to be witnessing a pagan ceremony like you've never seen, culminating in the birth of this trans-dimensional being, Santa Claus. And the whole world is run by Santas. The whole world. They fucking shot JFK, the Santas. And then on the festival of Saturnalia in December, named for the planet Saturn. Oh, it is, man. Coca-Cola brought you the modern image of Santa. He is our pagan lord and savior. And that's why on Halloween, All Hallows Eve, we all get ready to start shopping at Walmart and going to Wavelength and saying, hey man, I can't pay what I can because I just got plastic. Look at my number, man. It's the end of the fucking world. So I didn't mean to kill the guy, but he came to my doorstep, all reeking of booze, and he looked at me, and he started talking about Rob Zombie, and then he went to my music system, and he put on the new Alan Frew record, and I got mad, and I thought he was already dead, because he looked me up and down and said, "Them's are mighty good brains, and I want to eat your brains." That's our segue. Ladies and gentlemen, an indie music story, not to be mixed up with a rock opera, about zombies. Rigor Mortis got me down.
Hi. We are actually going to start off with a little bit of narration done by a fellow that recently returned to Toronto after a long hiatus, Mr. Matt Alexander.
Welcome back.
It was dusk. Our brave young hero had been awoken from a drunken slumber just hours earlier by the sound of groaning, moaning, and gnawing. Perhaps it had something to do with the strange lights people had seen the night before, or the unpleasant side effects of a new weapon being tested in the atmosphere. Some have come to believe that the events of that night were related to an explosion at the nearby drug company where a new drug to combat gangrene was being developed. Whatever the cause, it soon became apparent that the dead were walking the earth. Of course, none of this could account for their insatiable appetite for brains.
Once I believed I'd never leave from the third story window, train my rifle at thee, firing it well to thin out your ranks, never growing killer zombie horde. Rose up on the interstates as far as I could see, behaving like they never ate to make a meal of me. I boarded up the house as best I could, but one of those suckers bit me good. I wrapped my wound in my shirt and stood, firing out the window as I bled, yeah. Noticed I was getting home, feeling much less pain. Felt the hunger taking hold.
with his grandfather's old hunting rifle. Our fearless friend fired without prejudice into the mob which had gathered around his parents' house. Shock and dismay struck him hard each time he took out one of the monsters, however, for each that fell was replaced by another. With defense on his mind, our hero boarded up the windows. But just as he did so, he felt a dull, persistent pressure of flesh being torn by teeth. He fought against the darkness, but within moments his will to live and grow and prosper had transformed into an inescapable hunger for flesh and hot, living brains.
Rose from the crypt and now join the swarm, 'cause I've gotta get a piece while the meat's still warm. No one's in the kitchen, so it's up to you. And I'm running in the streets and their instincts rule. I think I've got a living, so I'll join the swarm, 'cause I've gotta get a piece while the meat's still warm.
Still
taste of blood on his tongue did little to alleviate the sadness he felt growing in his still, lifeless heart. The friends he used to know ran from him in fear. His parents rejected his new lifestyle. The only comfort he felt, cold as it was in the midst of a marauding mob of freaks. As they swarmed innocent families and packs of strangers with contrary personalities. With eyes half-focused, feet dragging shoeless on the asphalt, mouths agape and dripping drool, they groaned for the one thing that could make them happy. They groaned for brains.
And your cold little puppy nose. And just because I feed on a harmless puppy, you feel justified discriminating against me. It's true, some asshole.
the sinister swarm in their plotting pursuits of people. At each isolated farmhouse and burned-out shopping mall, he was met with grotesque, horrible examples of hatred and violence directed towards he and his kind. Feeling disaffected in the mob, he shuffled and moaned aimlessly through the streets of his hometown. At each turn, he was greeted by screams and obscene gestures. It seemed to be a lonely way to not live, and he soon felt a ravenous desire boiling in the cockles of his heart. Before he knew where he was, a sweet, genuinely concerned, and really worried voice cut through the clamor of murder in the background, and our hero found himself face to face with the second greatest love of his pitiful existence. His greatest love would still be Gray.
Thanks. That's good enough. I see it. You're a good woman. Thanks. Let's just get you on there. There you go, Kim. You're a good woman.
In the still of the night, I was looking for a fight when I saw you. I realized was too good to be true, because I stay true. I don't want to feast on nobody but you. I'm still sorry that I ate your face. Skip the eyes, 'cause they're too rich for me. But your nose is a little button delicacy, and I won't tell you that you're cheating. Surprisingly hard for me to shoot that you were beautiful, yes, but you're better to the taste. And I'm sorry that I ate your I don't understand your blinking to the eyes, baby. Could it be that you're saying that you still love me, even though I devoured your lips, nose, and chin? Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Let's start all over again when you lie. You're asleep and you stay right here next to me. I'm in love. I should have. I
apprehensive at first, clawing at his face and beating against his chest with all the fury and terror she could muster. But in time, she came to accept who he was and what he must do, and after a moment of cadaverous concentration, she got up off the ground and stood by his side. Together, they felt like the king and queen of the undead. As queens often are, his new bride by biting was restless, and soon looked elsewhere for satisfaction. The cold texture and pallor of his skin did nothing for her to warm her. The sound of maggots was not music to her ears any longer. Disgusting and distraught, he shuffled sullenly into the night in pursuit of someone less flaky, less fickle, more willing, and with greater... But that's not the smooth move that you'd think that it was. The decomposing unloved by anyone when your teeth aren't all there and your jaw's hanging by of the flesh that used to be. It's hard to make out with your girl, it's no fun. The decomposing unloved by anyone when you're running all day and your bones show several places, your body's seen better days. Frankly, the smell is quite pungent and stale. The decomposing unloved by anyone. If you want to be give it up, because you won't be thought well of, because nobody loves anything that goes wrong.
When you're pasty and green and flies seem your only friends, just get used to the noses that turn up whenever you walk in. The decomposing are loved by
But don't eat me, please.
I think he needs you back.
Thank you.
Rigor Mortis got me down. You've seen it. Nobody else in the whole universe will ever see that. This was it. A mere photo duplication is nothing. Good for you. And hell, I think more than half of you are dressed up, and that's really like way above and beyond, and you rock. And the rest of us who didn't dress up and are standing here in our pajama bottoms because we were too lazy to get dressed, like me, I really stand out as a total loser. So, way to go for making an effort.
Yeah.